made it to Dallas, Texas. We are here at the Omni Hotel. We're super excited to see downtown Dallas tomorrow. And I'm going to go check out the Texas Rangers Stadium. We're going to see AT&T Stadium as well, where the Dallas Cowboys play. So it's been a long time coming. I've been trying to make it to Dallas, Texas, and finally, here we are. This is insane. This is the first hotel I've stayed at where there is a TV in the actual mirror. So what's great about this, guys, is if while you're getting ready, and for you ladies, if there is a football game on that you don't want to miss, this is going to be perfect for you. So in my future home, our future home that Nadia and I go and build together, we will make sure to add this little accessory. Baby, how are you feeling after all the traveling?
I'm super tired.
You're tired?
A bang energy.
She needs a bang energy. You heard it here. Nadia has been a trooper though, because we've now driven from Atlanta. We've come down I-10. We've literally been through Louisiana. We've been through Mississippi. We've been through Alabama. We stayed in Lafayette. We stopped in Houston, Texas. Then we went to Austin, Texas. Then we went through Waco, Texas to see the Magnolia Plantation. And now here we are in Dallas, Texas. And we're probably even going to check out Fort Worth and Arlington before we leave and head back to Atlanta. So this has definitely been a very eventful trip, but it's been a long time in the car.
Very long. I'm exhausted. I get sleepy on road trips. My mom, when I was a baby, used to literally put me in the car to go to sleep at night. So as you can imagine, I get very sleepy while I'm on the road.
For sure. Energy drinks have been non-stop during this trip.
Literally.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We're finally up and at 'em here in Dallas, and we're excited because we're going to go check out the JFK assassination site, which Nadia is so thrilled about.
I think I went when I was younger. I don't know. But Ryan loves anything and all things history and facts, so it'll be exciting for him to see something really big that happened. So.
For sure. And then we're going to go try and knock out the Texas Ranger Stadium and AT&T Stadium and the Dallas Mavericks. That is the building that the guy was in when he shot JFK. Second window from the top. And there's the X shot one. And then probably the fatal shot right there, that X. So that was awesome. I got to see where JFK was assassinated, which is kind of eerie.
It is.
But it's also kind of cool because it is a part of history, whether you like it or not. So
it's definitely eerie.
For those of you who don't know, there's two X's on the road where JFK was said to have been shot.
Yeah.
And then we saw the building as well. Sorry, I'm actually trying to navigate while I'm doing this.
No, you're fine. They have like a little, like in the building where I guess the person who shot JFK, they have like a little square so you can like see exactly where he was sitting when JFK was shot. So it's pretty crazy with the X's, like the two of them. You drive over them and like you're able to look at it. So it's pretty crazy. You get the whole feel and like you're really thinking about it, but definitely cool to see a part of history, right?
Yeah, so that little area was like the trip, right, in the presidential tour. It was the last turning point before he got on the interstate, the freeway, and left Dallas. So he was literally waiting for him at the last turn, which is kind of crazy. But apparently 3 shots were fired and 2 hit JFK. Anyway, I won't go into any other details. But then we went over to American Airlines Stadium and we saw where the Mavericks play. So shout out to Dirk Nowitzki, if that's how you say his last name.
I'm not sure.
If you're watching this, but yeah, it was super cool. Pretty big, of course. They say everything is bigger in Texas, and that is a pretty big basketball arena, and it's where the Dallas Stars play as well. So if you're a hockey fan. So what's crazy is we are here in Arlington, and this is Globe Life Park. So this was the old Texas Ranger Stadium, this massive thing behind me. And if that wasn't big enough, in 2020 the Texas Rangers opened their brand new ballpark, Globe Life Field, which is this massive thing now behind me. It's crazy, because when I look at how big Globe Life Park is, it's just wild, because it's like they moved out of this and just moved in and then built this massive thing behind me, which is right next to AT&T Stadium, which is right over there. We'll check that out here in a second, but this thing is absolutely massive.
New angle. We just tried to find a million different ways to put this. We've been driving with our thing upside down the whole time. You guys don't even understand. It's insane. And I couldn't get the camera to like fit on the tripod thing. Oh my gosh. I almost threw the camera out and then we would have just had to like not have a vlog. But here we are. We just got some Taco Cabana. If you've ever been to Taco Cabana, drop it in the comment below because I love Taco Cabana. Ryan thought it was okay, of course. He's a little biased to Georgia, so that's fine, but we love us some Taco C. So we are checking in. It is 739 miles left to go. So we're just gonna make ourselves comfy and get settled because we just started the race. But we are ready to get home, I think, needless to say. Let's talk to you when we only have 300 more miles to go, and I think we're gonna just be so out of it. But
what's crazy, baby, is tomorrow is a full week since we've been gone.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like it though, because we've been going so much, and I think when you sit around for a long period of time, you're like, okay, I'm ready to get back home. But we've been like non-stop, and it's just gonna keep going non-stop because as soon as we get back, we gotta pick up the dogs. We have a few appointments to do this week, and then it's New Year's, so. You'll never know if you don't go.
All right, so here's an update for you guys. We now have 493 miles left, so
I'm gonna go ahead and drive the rest of it.
So the plan was I drive 3 hours, she drives 3 hours, I drive 3 hours.
I drive 3 hours.
And we just keep kind of handing it off because it was a little over 11 hours from...
But you drove 4.
Where we left, yes. And I just drove 4 and I just handed the baton to Nadia.
I'm gonna do 3.
We've had so much caffeine on this trip already driving.
The caffeine doesn't even work at this point, that's the thing.
And we've had caffeine headaches from having caffeine.
Also, I'm a very good passenger driver on a road trip because I will talk, I'll be singing, I'll be asking questions, I'm very interactive, and then when I tag in, I'm like exhausted from all the energy I was trying to pump up the person who's driving. Ryan's like, well, he's got to work and stuff, and like, on his phone, he's like, I'm gonna take a nap, and I'm like, hold the phone, you gotta hype it up, and you gotta do what I did for you. So we'll see. If Ryan falls asleep, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm probably gonna have to talk to y'all for like 3 hours.
So here we go. Wish us luck. We're gonna have to turn the party up to make this thing happen.
You're gonna have to turn the party up.
I'm gonna have to turn the party up.
You're the party now.
I'm the party now. So
y'all saw when I was driving, when Ryan was driving first, I had carpool karaoke going on and all kinds of things. Y'all.
She did. So we're on our way to Jackson, up to Birmingham, through Tuscaloosa, and on our way to ATL. All right, so we just crossed the Mississippi state border, and shout out to Nadia because she just drove again for the second time over the Mississippi Bridge.
It's so eerie. I don't like it. You can actually see like the rapids. Like it's actually a pretty strong river, by the way, everybody.
Yes, but I am super excited for her because she didn't conquer her fears not one time, but 2 times. So now we only have 426 miles to Atlanta, but it does feel like we're making good progress because we started in Texas, we've now been through Louisiana, and now we're in Mississippi.
Which is like the shortest state ever, so.
Yes.
Smallest.
Well,
to drive through.
Yeah, the smallest one to drive through, at least west to east on this trip. So fun fact, we're right outside Jackson, Mississippi, and we stopped to get gas, and I was literally pumping gas at this old gas station. I'm talking old. But it was like one of the only ones that we saw, and so I get out, put my card in, put in my zip code, and I start pumping. and I literally have this thing on full blast, right? And I have the button pressed, or the handle pressed, you know, where it's kind of hooked on the furthest button, right? So you get the biggest pour, right? So it goes the fastest. And I'm looking at it, and it's going 1 cent, 2 cent, 3 cent. And so I'm like, what is going on here? And when I like pulled it out of the car, it's like barely trickling out of the pump. And so needless to say, either the thing ran out of gas or it's just that slow of a pump because it's so outdated. Anyway, we ended up leaving after getting 17 cents worth of gas. And luckily, after a couple miles, we ended up finding a Texaco. And now we're sitting here again trying this pump, and it seems to be going a lot faster. So we currently are at the $30 mark, so that's a heck of a lot faster than the 17 cents that we just waited on. So I thought I'd share that. Boom, 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 knocking this baby out. We have 292 miles left. As you can tell, we have so much energy.
Whatever. Ryan was literally just about to take a nap. Don't let him fool you at all whatsoever.
So what's the struggle is we're driving and losing an hour as we move eastward, and so it got dark on us very, very quickly because it's currently, you know, it's 5:24 here.
6:24.
No, it's 6:24, baby,
there.
Eastern time. So 5:24, where we're currently at, still in Central Time Zone, because we are coming across, I think it's Meridian. I can't see because the arrow is actually on the city, on the navigation, but I think it's Meridian, Mississippi. Anyway, we're on the last M city before you cross the Alabama state line. And Nadia's over here yawning. She is working on her 3rd hour. Actually, I think you knocked
Less
out.
than I have 30 minutes, 35 minutes.
Yeah, you started driving, babe, at 2:40.
5.
Okay, so at 5:45, that'll be 3 hours.
Yes, but I'm gonna try and go until 7.
So, this is gonna be interesting to see because Nadia's trying to push herself. She's trying to make this thing happen. So hopefully, she can fight the good fight and we make it there.
I've got some good playlists.
So, I told Nadia that if I took a 15, yeah, there's some deers right there. Sorry guys, you are on a mount and I couldn't turn that for you to see the deer. But we just passed some deer. And me and Nadia were having the debate. I was telling her I could take a 15 to 20 minute power nap so I would be amped up for my, you know, my remaining, how long? So if I drove 4 and then you drove 3, that's 7.
My brain can't process what you're saying.
So there'd be like 4 hours left. Yeah, according to this, there's 4 hours and 5 minutes left.
I don't know how you're talking.
So, I thought if I took a 20 minute power nap, I would be ready to rock for that. She thinks that I'm gonna be dead tired.
Could go one of 2 ways.
She thinks I'm gonna be dead asleep.
This is for you, Mom. It's called a catch-22.
Who knows? Who knows? What I do know is there's a beautiful moon, full moon, sitting right in front of us that we were driving into. And so I wish you could see it. Maybe somehow we'll get a snapshot of that on the blog. But if not, check out the Instagram stories because we are definitely dropping them up on there. So we finally made it back to Atlanta last night.
We made it home finally. We're showered, we feel refreshed. I've got my eye patches on. I'm ready to rock. We're about to go get our fur babies and I can't wait.
Oh my goodness, I'm so glad to be back. And yes, I'm glad to get the dogs as well. We got back so late, so neither one of us was up to wrapping the vlog.
No. And also, we've talked to a few people about this. Literally, when you're driving for so long in the car and then you lay down like at bed at night, your body's so used to being like moving. Like I literally felt like laying in bed that I was spinning. And he had like some pretty bad vertigo. And even sitting in the car right now, I honestly feel like I could puke because I don't even want to be in the car. But we have to go pick up our dogs and then we don't have to drive the car for the rest of the week. How about that? So we're so excited to go grab them. But yeah, it's not fun sitting back in the car right now.
No, it seems like we just got out, and last night I feel like was the best, deepest sleep I've had in a long, long, long time. And
yeah.
You know how you just want to get back to your own bed?
Yes, and we just got home. I took a shower, washed my hair, and literally I fell right to sleep. And it was kind of nice because we didn't have the dogs, but it's fine. They'll cuddle us tonight. So.
For sure. So we appreciate you guys for sticking with us on this journey. We know it was a long one, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video. So if you enjoyed the content, give it a thumbs up, drop a comment below. You can follow us on Instagram at Nadia, at CEO Ryan White, and make sure to turn on those post notifications. See you guys in the next video. Peace.